I can fly with you as you push that massive blue. You seem so free of all the vanities. Where you going? Can you take me? I'm still here, sitting in the grass as the boat's drift. I thought if I shared this with you, I would feel complete. 'Cause I've always wanted to live near the ocean and see my reflections in the water. Watch the waves break into a massive blue. Watch the waves break to a massive blue. Sun, why you going down? Hiding behind those clouds. I think you understand me now. How I'm feeling, searching for meaning. What if I could erase all the people on my scenery? I will live in this island and you stand by me. 'Cause I've always wanted to live near the ocean and see my reflections in the water. Watch the waves break into a massive blue. Watch the waves break into a massive blue.
Hi, Nicole. Welcome to Live in Sydney. It was so great hearing your song.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
It was lovely. What was it called again?
Massive Blue.
Massive Blue. That's got to be my favorite title. Could you tell me a bit about that song?
So it's about having a dream, and once you achieve that, then you never feel like complete and always looking for something else.
Right. And Massive Blue, does it refer to the ocean? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because my dream was to move near the ocean, and I did.
That's where you're living now, right?
Yes.
In Manly.
Yes.
So just on that, could you tell us a bit about yourself? I know you've moved around quite a bit.
Yeah. So I consider myself an artist in a self-discovery journey. I grew up in Brazil, and then over the last 3 years, I've been here in Australia. And before that, I've been in Budapest for 6 years in Europe.
Long time. Do you think all that traveling has influenced your music?
Oh, a lot.
A lot?
Yeah, a lot. Because just from seeing different cultures, experiencing different things and different people, different languages, you start questioning how things are done, and that there's no right or wrong. So
Right.
it's a lot of confusion, but a lot of clarity at the same time.
Right. And you see all these differences and you pick up on them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So could you tell me a bit about how you got into music?
Yeah. So I'm a 90s kid. I think when I was a kid, my toys were actually a mini keyboard, a xylophone, and a recorder for kids. So I was walking around with that.
Wow. So you were into it from the get-go.
Yeah. And then I used to, when I grew up, was tape. So I used to tape all my favorite songs from the radio station. And then I used to join choirs and theater groups. And I think I grew up from there. And then I started getting invited for singing events. Yeah.
Was that all back home?
Yeah, in Brazil.
Okay. Wow. So you definitely, started from the very beginning with the toys even.
Yeah, and then I've also used to like watch MTV with like the Britney, Christina Aguilera, Backstreet Boys, and I used to make my own choreographies. So for me, it was not even about just the singing; it was like dancing and acting and performing and.
So you've always
everything.
been into that pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. And how about your family? Are they musical as well?
So my mom plays guitar, and my dad is the kind of person that will go watch my concerts and would say, "I will never do this, even if they pay me."
What, very stage shy?
I think so. I never saw him on the stage.
Oh, so maybe you got it from your mom then?
I think so. I think so. I think a lot of the things that I've learned was mostly myself and putting a lot of effort because I was really passionate about it.
Would you say then that you taught yourself music? Was it sort of learned on your own or?
Yeah, like the instruments, I definitely like it's self-taught. And when it comes to voice, I was lucky to have like amazing mentors, and they were always very positive and always focusing on feedback, which I think is one of the best things if you want to get improving is like feedback. So yeah.
Right. And who would you say your influences are?
Musical influences.
Yes.
So I love Alicia Keys and Lady Gaga for their personality and music. And I love a lot of R&B artists like The Weeknd and Khalid and Georgia Smith.
I really would have pegged you for an Alicia Keys fan because I'd say your voice is quite similar. Like it's very delicate and you're a whiz on the piano, obviously.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, take it as a compliment. So tell me about your next song.
So the next song is The Artist's Life, and it's basically a very personal and one of my favorite songs. It's about how we look up to people for approval and how we measure success on that. And at the same time, how we are so taught that vulnerability means weakness and it's not okay to not look okay sometimes.
Can I cry now, or should I pretend to be strong? You kept promising everything was gonna be okay. I can't see where this is going. I drop everything over a dream. I surrender to my heart and forward. 'Cause how many no's I have to keep listening? How much energy will go to waste? I know I might not be the best, I just wish someone would be up for the case. Feel so alone in these, even having few people I can count on, but they don't seem to understand me. I wish someone could. 'Cause how many no's I have to keep listening? How much energy will go to waste? 'Cause how many no's I have to keep. And teardrops over my paper tray, I'll ride this river right over. I'll have myself a glass of champagne and drink myself until this day is over. Tomorrow is a new day, they say. Tomorrow is a new day, they say. 'Cause how many no's I have to keep listening? How much energy will go to waste? I know I might not be the best, I just wish someone would be up for the case. I just wish someone would pretend to be strong.
Thank you for that. That was an absolutely gorgeous song. We talked a bit about what inspired that song, the artist's life, and your piano skills. Do you play anything else?
I play a little bit of guitar, but my main instrument is my voice.
Right. Any a cappella there?
No.
Okay, maybe not. So all those songs are original, right?
Yeah, I wrote all of them.
Original pieces. Could you tell me a bit about your creative process when making those original songs?
Yeah, I think it's so funny because things just come to me. Usually, like, it started as a melody and I just humming out of nowhere. And then I either have to get my phone and record it so I don't forget, or I just run to my piano and I try to play the melody. And then the words just come out. And usually our things are just in my head. And yeah, I think that's how it works. But most of the songs that I write are about questioning things and how I perceive that and my point of view on those things.
Right, because the artist's life obviously is about, questioning the struggle of being an artist. And then I think you have a song questioning relationships, right?
Yeah, it's the next song.
The next song, okay. If you weren't doing music now, what would you be doing?
I just left everything to do music. I cannot imagine doing something else.
But you do other things, right?
Yeah, I do.
Extra work?
I do some background acting, and I've also traveled a lot when things the world was not closed. But yeah, I want to get back to it at some point as well.
Back to traveling?
Yeah,
Nice. Where would you go next?
Japan.
Japan. Okay.
I have my eyes on Japan.
Why Japan?
I don't know. The culture is so like different, and the places, everything looks like majestic, and I don't know. It's just a new world for me, and I just want to explore.
Do you have any interest in Japanese music?
Actually, I haven't heard anything before you showed me that lo-fi song in the beginning. Yeah.
What country or maybe continent makes the best music in your opinion? You could be biased and say your own country if you like.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brazil makes a lot of good music. Unfortunately, it's not what we usually listen there, but yeah, we have great musicians, great music, and a lot of vibes.
Yeah. Would you say that your sound is sort of the popular genre in Brazil?
Not yet.
Not
that
yet.
comes in my next project.
I like the optimism there, not yet. How would you describe the genre of your music?
I would say it's a little bit of R&B. And I want to start bringing more of the sounds of my origins to these songs as well. Even maybe singing something in Portuguese, because I think that language is beautiful.
Of course.
But yeah, that's coming.
It's coming
soon.
Do you have anything else coming up that we should know about? Any gigs or events?
No, I actually so I give it a little break of performing because I'm really serious into getting to production.
Oh, okay.
So I really want to put an EP out and then have a proper launch and perform that.
Right. Okay. And what's that gonna take from you? A lot of focus on production?
Yeah, it's a whole new world. It's like engineer mind, and it's like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to learn.
Right. Sounds very intense.
It is intense, at least for me.
Right. Well, where can we find you on social media?
My social media is at Nicole Chufi.
Okay. And that's your stage name as well as your real name, right?
Yeah, I'm the same person.
Now, I know that you put up a poll on your Instagram, I think it was, and your friends voted on what name you should go by when you perform.
Oh, yeah. I used to go by Les Choufs, and I think people thought it was like too complicated. And then they was just like, go by your name. It's a beautiful name. And I'm like, okay.
right? So they kind of chose for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And your next song, what's that called?
It's called Open Up.
Open Up.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's about open communication and questioning relationships and how they are supposed to be. And yeah, I hope you like it.
Wanting to open myself to you gives me some time. Something I kept hiding on the side. I've been wanting to tell you, but I was afraid to lose you. Can I be honest with you now? And I promise you somehow. So tell me how it is, teach me how to do this, and save me some time for a talk and a kiss. Why deserve your love? Tell me the why do. Despite anything I might say to you. Sorry if I kept this for too long, but I did. I promised to open myself to my freedom, but I love you. And what I'll say is true. Why deserve your love? Tell me the why do. Despite anything I'm about to say to you. The why deserve your love? Tell me the why do. Despite anything I might say to you. Would you be open for this? Would you be open to being in an open relationship with me? The why deserve your love? Tell me the why do. Despite anything I just said to you. The why deserve your love? Tell me the why do. Despite anything I just said to you. Tell me how it is to love you without compromising my freedom.